Untameables. This is author and poet Kiana Dene. I just wanted to send some love to Untamed in this Get Caught Up podcast with Writer Wednesdays. These tips are amazing. They are definitely very relevant in not only the author world, but the business world. And please, please follow and listen to this podcast and get your life together with branding, with promoting yourself, marketing, everything. All these Writer Wednesdays tips are the perfect jumpstart into making yourself promotable, making yourself marketable, and making yourself professional. So I'm sending you all love and ink. Have a great day.
And now, here is your host.
It's time for hashtag Writer Wednesday with Crystal. Tips offering advice to aspiring new and seasoned authors about all aspects of the literary world. We are presented by Untamed Publishing. Allow us to help you unlock your unlimited writing potential. If you are an aspiring new or seasoned author, head over to www.untamedpublishing.net for a variety of services to assist you on your publishing journey. Okay, on this episode, I'm doing something a little different. So I'm talking about a program that is happening. And this is done by Writers Digest University, and it's a copy editing certificate program. Okay, so this course runs from May 30th, 2024 through August the 22nd, 2024. Now, there is a price. The price is $799, but I think it's worth it. So let me tell you a little bit about this program, okay? So Writers Digest is proud to offer their copy editing certificate program. This course will provide training for aspiring copy editors in order to give them practical and marketable workplace skills. So as a student in this certification program, you will progress from the fundamentals of grammar, form, and composition to advanced copy editing skills. The certificate course incorporates critiqued writing assignments and tools to communicate directly with your instructor and fellow students to make sure that you are grasping the content. You will also have quizzes to check yourself along the way and a comprehensive test at the end of the course. Students who complete all the assignments and pass the comprehensive test will receive documentation from Writers Digest of their completion of the copy editing certificate program. The lessons run for 10 weeks, and there are an additional 2 weeks in which students have the chance to pass the final test. Okay, so this enrollment is only limited to 35 registrations per session. Okay, now let me tell you about what you'll learn. Okay, so you'll learn the fundamentals of punctuation and grammar, guidelines for form and composition, how to write using style guides, and how to put grammar rules into action. Okay, you will work with expert instructors to learn proven writing techniques to help you achieve your goals, get invaluable feedback on your writing from your instructor and or fellow students. The course does not include live class sessions. You'll work through the lecture material on your own with written assignments to be turned into your instructor for feedback. I actually like that. Definitely like that. Okay, so let me tell you who should take this course. Now, those who are interested in pursuing a career as a copy editor, creative writers who want to learn the skills to self-edit, teachers who want to brush up on their grammar skills, and business people whose jobs require them to write documents and memos. Those are the people who should take this course. All right. Now, let's talk about the course outline. Session 1, phrases and clauses. Recognizing phrases, dependent clauses, adverbial, restrictive, and non-restrictive. Independent clauses, punctuation of phrases and clauses, punctuation marks and their use, spelling, capitalization, numbers, the 8 parts of speech. Identify the parts of speech before you can learn to use them correctly. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Pronouns, case, subject, possessive, objective, noun, pronoun, agreement. That's all you will learn in session 1. All right, session 2, sentence structure and sentence form. Simple, complex, compound, compound, complex. Fixing common sentence problems, sentence fragments, run-on sentences, dangling and misplaced modifiers. Variety, order, normal and inverted, loose versus periodic sentences, parallelism, verbs and adverbs, subject-verb agreement, verb tense, mood of the verb, active versus passive verbs, verbals, how to identify them and use them correctly and effectively. So that's in session 2. And I like this because they got a lot of sessions. It's 10 sessions, okay? That's really, really good. Now, in session 3, you'll talk about paragraph structure. So that's topic sentences, summary sentences, division sentences, transitional sentences, phrases and clauses, punctuation and mechanics, recognizing phrases, dependent clauses, adverbial, restrictive, and non-restrictive, independent clauses, punctuation of phrases and clauses, punctuation marks and their use, spelling, capitalization, and numbers. Okay, so that will be in session 3. Session 4, paragraph form and polishing. Unity of thought, of points of view, of mood and voice. Coherence, so that's transitional expressions, repetition, and parallelism. Order, length, wordiness, redundancy, frequent confused homonyms, frequently misused words, and kinds of paragraphs. Okay, so then the next session, session 5, you will learn what does a copy editor do. So now we're getting into the meat of copy editing. So in this session, what is a copy editor's mission? How to stop awkward sentences in their tracks, how to prevent a writer from making all sorts of embarrassing mistakes, and proper use of commas, colons, and semicolons. That is something I'm learning right now as I'm writing. As I go along, I edit because, wherever I leave off, I always go back and read the chapter in its entirety before I start writing some more, that gets my brain time. Now I'm going to take a break. And when I come back, I'm going to give you the next 5 sessions of this program. And then I'll let you know about some recommended reading and tell you about the expert instructor and also give you some testimonials. So like I said, I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I'll give you the next 5 sessions in this copy editing program. I'll be right back.
Famous, number one, desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul, I'm a true collectible. Famous, also famous, number one, desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got changes, so I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show, so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, top of the world.
Hey Untamables, it's Kiana Dene, poet and author. Just wanted to stop by and ask, have any of you read any of my poetry lately? If not, you can pick up my books on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, anywhere else you get your books, and of course my website at kianadene.wordpress.com. Now back to the show.
Alrighty, and I am back. And I am talking to you about the copy editing certificate program at Writers Digest University. So right now I'm giving you the sessions, breaking them down. So I gave you sessions 1 through 5, and now we will go through sessions 6 through 10. So in session 6, tools of the trade. What tools does a copy editor need? how to get and use a dictionary, style book, and other tools. What are the CMS or AP Writer's Guides? How to properly use quotations, format, and numbers in your style. That's a little tongue twister. Session 7 is not all about grammar, going deeper. Polish the copy while retaining the author's voice. Keep an eye out for consistency. How to fact check your proper nouns, titles of books, and more. Make the most out of your comments. How to check the proper use of design elements. How to use active voice. Avoiding redundant words. How to get real life experience and a job. How does one become a copy editor? Where to look for traditional jobs and freelance work. Proper use of hyphens and dashes. How to format titles in italics. In session 8, we're digging in. Well, y'all are digging in. Getting off to a quick start. Explore 3 essentials of copy editing: word treatment, navigating gray areas, what to do when the issue is not black and white, and formatting a manuscript. Refresher course in grammar and usage. In session 9, making changes. How far should a copy editor go when making changes? What kind of shape can you expect the manuscript to be in when you get it? What problems fall outside the scope of copy editing? How to quote for projects gracefully. A brief talk about libel. In session 10, editing the news and working on book length materials. So what does it mean to be a copy editor at a newspaper, especially a small local one? Writing headlines and what else you can expect when you land such a job. Tricky errors that are so familiar that people mistake them for the rule. It's one thing to edit an article and quite another to take on an 80,000 word book. Yes, that is different. The ins and outs of staying consistent, editing captions, checking heads and subheads, cross-referencing, and flagging unnecessary or redundant copy. The basics of bibliography and footnotes, the table of contents and resource lists. And the last thing in session 10 is how to produce a smooth read. Okay, so now let me just tell you about some recommended reading that they gave on for this course. Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, the most current edition or the free app for your smartphone or tablet. Chicago Manual of Style, the most current edition if you plan to copy edit books, or the Associated Press Style Book, the most current edition if you plan to copy edit news articles. And then the last one is The Elements of Style, E.B. White and William Scrunk Jr. Okay, so those are just some recommended reading that they suggested. And the last thing is the expert instructor, and her name is Kim Cantazarent. She is a freelance copy editor who has over 30 years experience in the editorial field. Her client list includes Writer Digest Books, Random House, Meredith Corporation, 10 Speed Press, and many other American book publishers, as well as indie authors. She has edited hundreds of nonfiction and fiction titles in a vast variety of genres, from how-to memoir to writing guides and novels, as well as magazines and newspaper. Kim has been an instructor for Writers Digest University since 2015, and she teaches 3 copy editing courses. Okay, so her editing career began in 1989 at a small newspaper in northern New Jersey, where she learned hands-on the process of editing, article writing, layout, and publishing. Then she received her BA in English from Skidmore College and continued her education at the New York Summer Writers Institute and the Emerson College Writing and Publishing Graduate Program. She is an accomplished writer who has published articles in national magazines such as Better Homes and Gardens and Women's Day and newspapers. Her fiction and poetry has won prizes and appeared in literary magazines. So she has some experience. Alrighty, now, like I said, if you're interested in this course, it is the Copy Editing Certificate Program with Writers Digest University. It runs from May 30th up until August 22nd, and it is $799.99. So rounded up, it's $800. I think it's worth it. Worth it. If I had the time, I probably would do it myself, just to help me as far as writing my books. But definitely check it out. So thank you for listening as always. And please check me out on Instagram at Books and Soul One. Please be sure to follow the Get Caught Up Podcast on Instagram at Get Caught Up Podcast and on Twitter at GCU_podcast. You can also follow us on TikTok at the Get Caught Up Author Podcast, and also on Facebook in the Facebook group, which is the Get Caught Up Author Podcast group. If you would like to become a sponsor, please visit anchor.fm/get caught up. Or if you like to give us a donation, you can send us a cash app at $U P2016. Join us on May 22nd, Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. when we go live with none other than Mrs. House, when we will be discussing with her the entire tongue twister series, and that's the hockey. So we will be talking about goal, we will be talking about holding, and then we will be talking about assist. Assist has, oh my gosh, assist is beautiful. Like, I love it. I think this is my favorite book by her. Like, you guys know that my number one man, my bae, who will always be my bae, is Dravion Walker. But Edmund Orlando Rapp, that man right there. So we will be talking to her about those books, because May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So because those books cover mental health, definitely wanted to talk to her about those books. And then join us on Wednesday, May 29th, when we talk to none other Mr. Narrator himself, Miles Washington. I'm so excited about that because I have become a fast fan and I do not want to get off of that train. Okay? So, as always, thank you for listening. Bye for now.
Famous, so famous, number one desirable. I do what I